This is insane. Okay.
How many lashes does it get? We're in the hall of the bowling deformed former presidents.
Oh, that's right. We're in the flesh golem layer.
Yeah. So you went through this like circular room that was apparently rotating. Mm-hmm. It had some traps in it, and you got through it.
Queasy.
A little bit queasy. And you then came into a hallway filled with statues. So the door opens to reveal a hallway about 80 feet long and 20 feet wide. The floor is unmarked, smooth stone, and the hallway is flanked by 7 pairs of stone statues. Some depict evil warlords smiting unseen from yada. None of these statues appear to do anything. You found one set that had a cantrip going on, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And one had a inscription that said Maliva Demon Stalker. But other than that, there was like really nothing. And then at the end, there were 2 large doors, and you spent far too long on those doors, and you opened them up into this east-west corridor. Again, just smooth flagstones and brickwork, all very, very constructed, not hewn out of natural rock at all. And then you went eastwards, and you came across a rather frightening-looking door.
Mm-hmm.
Solid stone doors decorated with an engraved image of a demonic female face. Her eyes, nostrils, and mouth have tunnels leading into the stone, though their curved nature prevents you from seeing through to the other side. And then you open the door, because you ain't no babies.
Nope.
And you open the door, and there was... What was in there? Oh, there was this.
It was 30-foot by 30-foot throne room. Yeah,
like I said, the hall of the deformed former presidents who bowl. Yeah.
Devo concept. So here we go. And so you open this door, and you... Looking into the room, you saw a raised obsidian dais with 2 steps wraps around the far end of this 30-foot by 30-foot room. In the center of the dais is a throne exquisitely wrought with massive twisted bones, highlighted with gold inlay. At the foot of the macabre throne is a simple stand, also composed of bones. On the stand rests an opalescent white globe, perhaps 1 foot in diameter. On each side of the steps, 2 10-foot tall, bulky humanoid figures stand at attention. Each appears to be stitched flesh from mismatched body parts in various stages of decay. Each figure cradles an inky black globe between its hands. On the back wall is a tapestry depicting an eye. Then I discouraged you from going into the room because I had not prepped for it at all.
So is it just me, or do those Gollum guys look like a deformed Reagan, a Lyndon Johnson, and a George W. Bush, and maybe a Kennedy kind of split off there?
No, there's a Gerald Ford in there.
I bet that guy could see Gerald Ford too. Bush or Ford.
Is there a Cheney in there?
No. I don't know.
I think you might be right.
I think LBJ, but
you think they're making some kind of political statement?
I don't know.
LBJ.
Oh my God, it was Earth all along.
No, this is what happens in the Illuminati. It's the all-seeing eye.
Oh.
Damn it, they're listening.
We're making our own module column.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So I mean, we're not like just here to like loot this place, right, as adventurers. Because like in an ordinary scope of things, I'd say, ooh, shiny crystal thing, we should steal it.
Well, we've also ran into enough traps.
Yeah. And we're looking, at least according to the ravings of that one weird guy who was, I think, some kind of werewolf or something. We need shards to get through a final door.
You're looking for pieces of a sword, aren't you?
Yep.
You're looking for pieces of a sword called True Death.
I don't see any. I mean, I don't see, unless it like reveals something somehow.
I thought that's what they used to kill her the first time.
Yeah, that sword.
True Death, the sword that didn't kill her the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
The sword of near fatal wounding of the Lich.
So Yep, and then but when last we played, you guys just closed this door and started walking down the corridor in the other direction. But that was mostly because I didn't let you do anything in this room. So you're free to do whatever you want. Of course, if you got any more questions, ask away.
Nothing is leaping out of me as shardy in here, so I would be up for checking out a different room.
Do we want to just cast magic, detect magic though?
Oh, I'm sure there's tons of magic. Okay, yeah, we can crack the door open, and I will have Mother Varen, if that's okay with you.
That's fine by me.
So it's going to be D20 plus my caster level, which is 7, plus my personality plus 3, so D20 plus 10 for detect magic. 20 total after that plus 10.
So it's the 50%. That's better than like the 15% you were getting before.
Yeah, yeah, totally. I was rolling mostly badly last time.
Yeah.
But here comes my grimoire. 20. The cleric can determine exactly which objects or creatures are magically enchanted within range, which is going to be pretty much... Oh, yeah, the 30... Yeah, the room.
Yeah.
Can distinguish between magical creatures and non-mortal creatures, can tell if different weapons or items of equipment or creature enchanted. Or a creature that registers magic overall does so because of its cloak, for example, or something inherent in its blood. Plus a rough gauge of the magic's strength, like the level of the spell, and so on.
The opalescent white globe on the small stand radiates a faint sense of magic. You can also get a vague sense of magic from the room in general. That would be two separate things, two separate magic sources that you can detect, but they're very faint. One is just a kind of a general one in the room, and another one is more specifically related to the opalescent white globe.
And the 4 dudes, the golems or whatever, are not radiating magic?
It's difficult to tell.
Okay.
And the black orbs? They're just black orbs.
Yeah, the black orbs don't seem to be radiating anything.
Considering there's been way too many magics and way too many traps here, maybe we should check somewhere else.
I agree. There's nothing of obvious... I mean, I think we either need to be finding shards or the path to the Lich King. And of course, maybe there's a secret door out of here. But yes, let's consider another path. Mother Varen agrees.
Jinx chimes in. That sounds like a good idea.
My trick knee tells me. Yeah, so shall we proceed down to the other end of that corridor and the door to the west? Like the opposite the door we just came through?
That sounds great.
Okay.
We walk on down the hall.
Walk on down the hall. So you walk on down the hall, and you come to another heavy door. Are you just going to go ahead and open it?
Hell yeah. Oh, wait. Should we do chat? This seems like a sort of place where trap checking should just be sort of standard operating procedure.
So
Yeah,
the door...
the door's not trapped.
Well, you say that.
You're gonna have to do enough checks for traps.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you this door is not trapped. It's just another heavy ass door.
I think he's bluffing, man.
Okay. So you're just gonna open the door?
Sure.
Yes.
Thrusting aside the heavy door, you find yourself on the threshold of a well-stocked library. Dim illumination flickers from torch sconces set on 4 stone pillars in the middle of the room. Wooden-lined shelf-like niches are built into all of the stone walls, running from floor to ceiling. They are packed with ancient books, grimoires, librams, and scrolls. A solid stone table flanked by several chairs rests in the middle of the room, amidst 4 wide stone pillars that support the cobweb-adorned ceiling, at least 30 feet above. A robe-enshrouded librarian slowly shuffles around the room with a stack of books cradled to his chest. His features are obscured by a hood, but he is bent and clearly lame. The air here is extremely dry, with melancholy velicor and heavy with dust.
Nice.
Oh, and you get another handout. It's just handouts a go-go in this.
Mother Varen looks closely at the librarian. Do they seem human or alive, or is it some weird zombie undead thing?
You manage to get a good look at him, and beneath his robes, you see what appears to be an aged human male, and his face is covered with scab-like wounds.
Would Jinx the wizard know this as any type of corruption, or like as in the librarian was casting something, or is like a magic user and then just got fucked up?
Give me an intelligence roll.
Rolled a 7 plus a 4, so 11.
You get the sense that what has happened to him is not the result of something natural.
Okay.
Possibly a curse, but
ticks?
You're not for sure.
Is it ticks?
It's not ticks. It's not deer ticks, no.
Mother Varen will talk to him, and presumably, I mean, this should be a librarian of the order of the thing that this is the order of.
Are you entering the room?
Yeah, Mother Varen will step in.
Can I ask you before you enter the room, what are you using as a light source?
It's a fine question.
I don't know if we have. I was assuming that this was lit at this point.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff you mentioned, sconces and torches or whatever, or lanterns.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we've been doing torches at all because there's been a light source everywhere.
At least that I've been under that impression.
I recall Jenny lighting a torch in game 1, but
oh yes, that's right. Okay.
We shall forego it because a lot of the text has mentioned light sources. Okay, continue.
So Mother Varen steps cautiously into the room and says, hello, brother. Can we avail the services of your library?
He just doesn't appear to hear you. He just kind of shuffles past you.
Oi, fuck out. No, she doesn't yell that.
Jinx is going to walk in and see if... Are there any bookcases nearby to just kind of start looking at some of the books?
Oh, the entire place is just floor to ceiling books. There are books absolutely everywhere.
Okay, so yeah, then Jinx is just gonna go in and I guess to the south corner or just start working that way and just picking up a book. Or looking at the spines, trying to
Mother
see...
Varen is going to watch the librarian closely as Jinx looks at a book, takes a book off the shelf.
Give me an intelligence check.
Come on. I rolled a 1.
Oh, that's not good.
So it's a total of 5.
You pick up a book. You notice as you pick up the book that it's just extremely, extremely dry and brittle. The air is here, that the parchment and vellum, while they're well preserved, are just extremely brittle. So I need you to give me a reflex save right now.
Oh, okay. So I rolled a 19, reflex save of 8. Okay, so that's going to be a 27.
Oh, excellent. Okay, you just needed to be a reflex save of 12, a difficulty of 12. So
okay.
You clearly have a great deal of respect for these books, so you don't rough handle them. And the librarian does look at you anxiously as you take down the book because he's afraid it's just going to crumble in your hands. But you handle it so gently that there's no problem whatsoever.
Okay. I speak 9 languages. I'd just like to see if I can read anything on the spine, front, or back.
Unfortunately, the writing on this book is completely unknown to you.
Wow, unknown to me.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're welcome to make another intelligence check and to look for some other books, as are you, Rob.
Okay. So yeah, can we assume that we're handling the books with just the most extremist of caution?
Yes, you can. Are you also handling books?
I don't know, my intelligence isn't that great on either of my people, so I don't know if they'd get a lot out of it. They're not really book learning types.
So, Colin, would you say that this room is dimly lit?
It's quite dimly lit, but I mean, it's not so dim that you can't see into the corners and...
It's more for Meliune trying to hide easier?
Yeah, you could possibly hide in here.
I guess just kind of pace behind a pillar just to try and keep himself away from the librarian. Okay. So that we know he's there, but the librarian might be caught unawares.
Okay. Yeah, if any characters want to search and examine the books, you're free to just roll and make an intelligence roll for any of them.
All right, Mother Varen is going to go into the middle of the room and go for a detect evil. There's just so much evil here. So if I blow it, though, I could lose the spell, right? For a total of 19. So I get... to a range of 120 in all directions from the cleric. Creatures of opposed alignment are audibly detected, as well as objects inherently dangerous in nature, traps and cursed weapons. Evil creatures don't receive a will save to remain undetected. Do I get anything beyond the just like residual evil of the whole dungeon?
No.
There's no original edition of the Necronomicon.
No. There's like a vague sense of evil from many of these books, obviously, but nothing stands out.
Okay, Jinx is just going to cast a detect magic. He's going to go behind a pillar and just try and cast detect magic along one wall to see if he can find like any of the books being magic and see if he can just kind of like pick up. He's going to cast it by the librarian too. No. Sorry. I'm going to cast it outside of the librarian just in case he doesn't like people casting. 7 and 4. D20 plus 7 is 14, and 4 is a total of 18. So that's which objects or creatures are magically enhanced within range, which is 30 feet. So just different objects and items if they're magical.
No, you're not getting any sense. You're getting a vague sense of something magical from the librarian, as though he is under some form of spell or has suffered the result of some form of spell. But then you also get a sense of something magical above him, and looking up towards the cobwebbed ceiling about 30 feet above you, you notice the cobwebs are shimmering as though there is a breeze stirring them. And then you hear a clicking and a clacking.
Ooh, nice.
And suddenly the cobwebs part and an enormous creature comes crashing through them and lands on the floor amongst you all.
Yay!
I've got a handout.
Nice.
Wow.
So would that have landed dead center on the table?
Sure. Let's have it land on the table.
Okay.
Probably friendly, though, I'm thinking.
It resembles a fleshy amalgam torn from the mind of some mad wizard. It has a massive body covered in thick, chitinous plates with long clawed arms and 4 hairy spider-like legs. 2 where they should be, and 2 more fused to its back. I am going to see if this is going to have... Nope, it does not have the element of surprise. You are not surprised. But you are going to roll for initiative.
12 for Mother Varen. Agridge, the dwarf initiative is +0. How my losers +0?
You don't have dex.
Oh, yeah, their agility sucks. Okay. For a magical 2. He was actually kind of falling asleep, like he's really bored by the library. Agridge was. Oh, Melyun with a 19.
Rolled a natural 20 for Sir Jaro. For Sir Jaro, who is got a +11. So we've got a 31 for Sir Jaro.
Oh, he's going first then. Okay. The librarian, seeing all this going on, just scurries away behind one of the pillars. He's not attacking anybody.
Yet.
Sir Jaro is up first.
Okay. Where would he have been? He probably would have been closer to between the first 2 pillars. So I guess he's just going to go right up to the fucking thing. Because I'm assuming this thing looks menacing and is ready to thwomp.
Oh, absolutely. It's an enormous creature.
By the strength of insert name of God, here I smite thee. And he's just going to go in guns a-blazing. So Warhammer of... Shit, that's not going to hit. That's going to be 12.
No, the Warhammer clangs uselessly off the carapace shell of this creature.
Okay, then the second shot. Wow. I should not be rolling this way. 15.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, it's...
Well, at least you can eat up some damage for us.
Yeah. Well, of course, that one rolls a 10. All right, yeah. So I guess at that point, Sir Jaro is just going to kind of try and tank and just look big, mean, and scary.
All right. Let me see. Melyun is up next.
Okay, so I think Melyun was trying to be on the top. Would it be possible to sneak attack?
Not from here.
Okay. So would I be able to move and then sneak? How about I move up and try and sneak attack this. I just want to try and sneak attack the thing.
Sure.
I'll use my move. I'll use my attacks.
Sure, go for it.
Wow. This was not the wait, no, it's not gonna hit. Nah, 15 is not gonna hit.
Nope.
And then I guess the next one would be shoot, fuck no. No, I'm Rob, I got your roll tonight.
All
so
right.
no, I am not hitting, and Meliune is now right behind it.
Okay. The creature lashes out with one of its claws towards Jarrow
Sure.
for a 17.
17, armor class 26.
Okay. Yeah, so it just snaps uselessly with one claw. Then it lashes out with its second claw at Meliune.
Okay.
See how this goes. Ooh, for 27.
Yeah, 17. Oh, that would have hit either one. So, yep.
Okay. It grabs Meliune in its claws.
Ooh.
And it starts to crush for God's sake. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Let's do it.
For 30 for 30 damage.
Jesus.
Fuck, I'm still up.
Mother Varen is up.
So she should probably try to heal you in case you can't break free before we can kill this thing. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So I think I have to lay on hands. Touch. Can I actually get to him to lay on hands? Or is he like waving around in the air like you just don't care?
I'm gonna say you can reach him, but I'm gonna make you step down on a die.
Okay. 28.
Just to reflect the chaos of the situation.
Sure, that seems reasonable.
It's not reasonable. It's mean. But yeah.
So it's going to be D16 plus
Yep.
10. All right. Yeah, this guy needs to be healed. I'm due for a good roll.
Hey.
That was not it, but a 17. Okay, so you get... Oh, what alignment is Meliune?
One step off. I'm lawful.
Oh, I'm lawful too.
Oh, good.
So we're same. So that's you get 3 of your hit dice. So roll your whatever your hit die is 3 times.
D6. Okay, so... Okay, I got 12 back, so that's something. Thank you.
Sure. And then, okay, so she lays one hand on, and then with my second attack, which is a D16, she'll swing the old mace. Justicia's fist. So it's going to be D16 plus 6, it says. Okay. Attack for a 13 will be a miss.
Mace just bounces off the hard shell. Agreed is up.
Okay, yeah. So he just comes in. I feel like he hasn't really done a lot yet. So he comes in with his hand axe, bright wind, plus 1d10 plus 5 to hit. Okay, so 16, 21.
21 hits.
Okay.
Nice.
With his plus 2 hand axe, it gives him comprehend languages once a day. For a whopping 15 points of damage.
Right. It lands with a satisfying crunch just in a gap between plates on the creature, and it lets out a scream.
Hey, with my second action, can I, like, having like driven it back and put it where I want it with that hit, can I try to yank Meliune free or like pry its claws off of Meliune? Like a strength check of some sort?
Why not? Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
So the holding the axe gives me plus 4 strength, which strangely that gets me up to my stamina is awesome. I see. So it gets me 18, so a plus 3 modifier. So I'm trying to do his Meliune's strength check for him, I guess. So D20, not a sure thing.
No.
Nope, 10.
No, it just shrugs you off.
Oh.
Jarrow's up.
Jinx didn't get to go?
Oh, where's Jinx? Oh, Jinx.
Oh, yeah,
where
where's
is
Jinx in the batting order?
He was in 12. He was number 12.
Oh, he's 12 as well?
Sorry, yeah, I jumped ahead of you.
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't even see Jinx.
Jinx was powering up such an amazing spell that it took an extra few initiatives.
Yeah, Jinx was 12. Yeah, it came in at the same time as Sir Jarrow's. Jinx is 12 and Sir Jarrow was 31. Sorry, I got some good bourbon down south, so we'll blame it on that. So I guess control fire is what he's going to try and do. Just was looking up the possibility of spell burn.
In this dry library full of books?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, no. How does his Wand of Magic Missile? He's going to use his Wand of Magic Missile. I get 2 a day.
Well, control fire would be a magical fire, though, correct?
Yeah, it'd really burn the crap out of the books. But it's controlled.
One can assume that the torches that are illuminating this place are using a magical fire and they're not causing anything to burn.
Well, it all depends on how you're conjuring it. Because I was planning on using a level 2 spell, so it's a higher level. And I was hoping to cast Spears of Fire, so damaging magic. So I'm assuming that would catch things on fire.
Well, if they missed him, they would probably set things on fire.
But I mean, the Wand of Magic Missiles is 4d12 plus 7.
Nice, yeah.
I just saw that one now. I got 2 a day. I don't have any stats on it or anything like that somehow. I just got the 2 a day. So would that be a ranged spell attack?
Yes.
Okay. So I rolled a 16 plus my caster level 7 plus 4 is 11. So 27 to hit. Oh, great. High and low on either end. So that's going to be 26 and 7 is 31. So no, give him more. 33.
Okay, yeah, you pummel that creature with those magic missiles. You do some serious damage to this thing.
I got another attack, and I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna try and take it down as best I can. Nope. That's gonna be a 3. I'm not gonna be able to get. I'm assuming above a 16.
Nope.
So yeah. Nope.
I assume that didn't finish.
No, it did not.
Oh no.
Sir Jarrow's up.
Sir Jarrow is pissed, and yeah, he's just gonna go in. He's just gonna try and hit it. 17 plus 4, 21. 3 and 8 and 3, so 14 damage on the first attack. That's magical damage from a holy warhammer. Oh, second attack is going to be a 14, so that's going to miss. And then he's just going to scream at it, by the name of insert God here, you bastard!
All right, now it says here, while grappled, victims suffer damage at the start of each round. So shall I go ahead and do some crush damage, or shall I let Melyun take his turn first?
23 hit points. You be the judge. See what I did? See what I did there?
You know what? I'm going to let Melyun go for it. I mean,
free.
all you can really do is try and break free. Although I'm guessing your hands are free, but yeah, but go for it.
So I get a chance to break free.
Strength check.
Yeah, which I have no modifier to, so it's straight. Okay, so straight roll. Yeah, I don't even think there's a way I can augment anything.
Can another character like aid, like
20,
sacrifice their action to try to help?
20,
oh, never mind.
20,
Look at that 20.
20. I close my eyes, I roll, and it's a 20.
Describe your escape from the claws of this creature.
So I guess in feeling the pain and like the initial attack, he would have just kind of like winced and tried to get as small as possible, trying to put all of his body in the smallest space in the grasp of this beast. And then feeling the healing, was kind of able to make sure that his skin didn't like adhere to the spikes. And then twisting his legs on the bottom and kind of contorting his body in the right way, he's going to spin and slip down through the grasp of the beast and slide down as far as he can away from it. Saying it was on the table, he would try and get down like onto the ground to get away.
You're on the ground beneath that creature. Yes. And seeing as you rolled a natural 20, and although natural 20s don't really count for these kind of checks, I'm going to... I think Melyun deserves something for the 20.
Could I get under the table?
You can continue with another action if you want.
Oh, would I have any movement?
Yeah, I'll give you. You can either do some movement or you can take an action. Your call.
Do I have to worry about leaving the perimeter or leaving the striking distance of a creature? Like it'll attack me if I go outside of its threat range?
No. It's got enough going on with the other 5 people here. 4 people.
Okay, he's just going to try and book it behind one of the pillars.
Okay.
So that he's able to, next round, run in, maybe do some damage, and then see what the hell's going on.
Give me a dex roll.
Okay. Rolled an 11, agility plus 2, 13.
Yeah, he makes it. He manages to scramble his way across the floor and get in behind a pillar. While this thing just starts thrashing around on top of the table, looking for where Melyun went, and fixes its attention on Mother Varen. No, actually on Jarrow, because Jarrow gave it a whipping. So it is going to turn its attention back to Jarrow. And again, it lashes out with its first claw for
26.
For 18.
That will miss.
Snaps and misses.
Ha.
It hears Mother Varen laugh scathingly at it.
Ha ha. I deride you and your clawing abilities.
And lashes out again with its claw at Mother Varen for 29.
Oh.
Snatches Mother Varen into the air and crushes with its pincer for 28 crushing damage.
Oh, she was already kind of wounded. Okay.
Either Varen or Jinx is up. Take your pick.
Why don't you go Jinx, since I just got snatched up there.
So that being said, I guess Jinx is just gonna cast the magic missile. So yeah, rolled a 17 plus 11, so that's gonna be 28.
That will hit.
15 and 12 is 27. And then Patron Bond. He's got all kinds of fire, which I'm very against trying to cast in this place. Yeah, then I guess with his next attack, he's just going to try and... No, I guess he's just going to be paralyzed. He's going to be paralyzed. He knows he casts fire. We're trying to find stuff, and there's this thing going on, but he knows that if he unleashes his power, he's going to start burning everything that might even be helpful. So he's just going to kind of shrink away behind a pillar.
Okay. Mother Varen.
All right. She will try to break free, of course. So strength 2, so d20 plus 2.
Oh, very good.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, now she's pissed. She will use her d16 to try to whomp with mace as she plops to the floor. And she's bringing up the frost burn here for plus 3 damage, should I connect, for 21.
Yes.
Okay, so not huge though. D6 plus 9 with the frost burn.
Well, we've been trying to damage this thing.
For 11.
All right. A nice respectable thing. This creature is definitely hurting. It's going to lash out at Mother Varen. Seems to be the obvious one.
What? No, Agridge is charging in, axe ablaze.
So, Agridge is fine. We could do that.
Yeah, Agridge is like charging in at like about to attack.
Leaps from the table towards Agridge then.
Nice.
And lashes out with its claw. It actually lashes out with both claws, one towards Agridge and one towards Mother Varen.
Ooh.
Oof! It grabs Agridge in its claws for 20 damage immediately.
Okay.
And it also has lashed out at Mother Varen for 20.
20 is a miss. They needed 23.
Lucky you.
Okay, yeah, lucky Mother Varen.
But it is now Agridge's turn, I believe.
All right, he'll use his first move to try to break free. Rather be slashing. 1d20 plus 3. Ugh, 6. Yeah.
I'm going to allow that his hands are free.
Like, this thing doesn't look like it's on the verge of death, though, right?
It's really, really hurting.
All right, he's got some room to eat up. He's using his second attack to just, like, slash at this thing. The only way out is to carve his way through.
We've done over 100 hit points of damage to this thing.
Yes, you have.
We've chunked it pretty good.
D20 plus D10 plus 5. All right, all that, and I get a 15.
No, the thing is just too strong for you. Jarrow is up.
Jarrow coming in. Oh, first swing's a no. Okay. All right, come on, baby. Second attack, natural 20 with 6. Yeah, ooh. So it's a 30 to hit. So he's going to sweep it. So he's gonna use the trip attack for this one just to knock it prone.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm just going to roll damage, and then let's see, the crit table.
So this thing is like on its back, belly up. It's still got a greage in one claw, but its entire belly is exposed. You can have a step up on your damage die there.
So that would be, I got a D8, so that would be a D10 for damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you still get the crit chart, though?
Yeah, no, this is, so this is just straight damage without the crit chart is going to be 15.
All right.
And then
crit table 5 I have open in front of me, so you just need your crit die.
So crit die would be D30.
Nice.
24.
That's going to be good.
Strike severs weapon arm. Inflict plus 2d12 damage with this strike, and the foe is disarmed, literally and figuratively.
So this would be at the arm that Agrid is on.
Woo!
So that's an additional 8 hit points. Sorry, it was 15. 15 and 8 is 23.
Okay. The arm goes flying off. The claw.
With Agrid.
Yeah, the claw.
Unfortunately, the claw gets tighter somehow. In a dying reflex.
As it crashes to the floor, the claw shatters, hurling Agrid to the floor, and he rolls to safety. And the creature lets out a deafeningly shrill scream, and at this point just twitching and seems barely alive. And Melyun is up, I believe.
Melyun is hoping that this is sneak attack area.
Oh yeah. I mean, this thing is still prone, and it is basically facing Mother Varen and Agrid. That's all it can see in its field of vision.
Okay, so that's going to be 29 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
So then I roll on my crit table because that's how sneak attacks work. So let's see.
For the 2 for thieves?
Yep, and a crit die of D30. So that's a 9. And let me get my damage.
Foe stumbles over his own limbs, falling prone. Ooh, make another attack.
Oh, great. So minimum damage, so 4 damage. And then I'd be able to make another attack.
That's what the crit table says, yeah.
So that was 20 plus 8, so 28.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's going to be... and that's going to be max damage for 11.
You deliver a killing blow, and its head separates from its body and rolls through the doorway out into the corridor below. And as it does that, the body just thrashes wildly. The claw lashes out, firstly at Jarrow.
AC 26.
I'm not making this shit up. It lashes out at Jarrow.
Save that claw. Those are good eating.
Yeah.
D18, does that hit Jarrow?
18 does not. AC of 26.
It lashes out at Melyun.
17.
For a 19. So that grabs Melyun. Whoa, for God's sake, this is crazy.
I got 23 hit points.
Well.
Yeah, I know. You got a good chance here.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck! It goes down.
Yeah. It just snaps, just cleaves Melyun in twain.
Oh, no. Well, good thing you don't need a thief.
Melyun's lifeless corpse falls to the floor. In fact, he's still... It's so sudden, he's still talking. It continues just lashing out around the room and lashes out towards Varen. This is insane. Okay.
How many lashes does it get?
I'm just doing it. When slain, the body of the nightmare golem continues to be animated until its next round, at which point it enters its death throes and makes one attack against each target within melee range before finally falling still.
Holy
yeah.
Hey, wait. Hadn't Melyun rolled away?
No, I came back.
Melyun just backstabbed. That's right.
I think everybody has come back. I think is Jinx Jinx out of the way?
Yes.
The Jinx was cowering.
Jinx is out of the way. So Varen though. Oh, that's got a miss. That's a miss.
Thank you.
And finally, poor Greege, who just got out of the way. Oh, that's a miss.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then it finally just shudders and lies lifeless.
So there's no, Melyun is too far gone for a last minute staunching and healing, right?
Melyun is very dead.
Her dies reaches 0. If there's a chance of saving a dead character by healing him very quickly, but it sounds like he went too far past 0.
Yeah, I think he was at least 10 below 0.
It was 9 below 0, if that matters.
I'll allow it if you can pull it off.
You would have, it's one, it's got to be one. I don't know what spells you got.
Yeah, if there's a chance the dead ally can be recovered, there's a chance you may not be truly killed. You may have been knocked unconscious or simply stunned. If a character reaches a dead ally's body within an hour, the dead character may make a luck check when his body is rolled over. Successful check, he's badly injured but not permanently killed. Wait a minute, wait. This is better, though. I'm going to try to ask Justicia to intercede.
There you go.
At the last moment, as he... and I have no idea how to do this.
If only we had done this before.
Yeah, totally.
I've never gotten a DCC character that could actually even cast magic.
Divine aid. As a devout worshiper, a cleric is entitled to beseech his deity for divine aid. Must be recognized. Requesting the direct intervention is an extraordinary act. To request divine aid, the cleric makes a spell check. The same modifier would usually apply. This extraordinary act imparts a cumulative +10 penalty to future disapproval range. Wow. Okay. Based on the result of the spell check, the judge will decide. Extraordinary requests are DC 18 or higher, it says. So
it's going to be DC 18. I'm going to make it the minimum it can be.
Okay. Well, the minimum could be DC 10. But that's like the example there is light a candle. That would be DC 10. This is to restore the candle, the flame of life. Okay. So D20 plus 10 for 22.
Oh.
And I'm envisioning this as like he's not like magically healed, but he's like at the edge of death at like, I don't know, D6 hit points or something like that. And like he was broken in half, like you said, but the hand of Justicia reaches down to mend him back together. And you are lawful, you said, right?
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Cool.
We're the same.
Like your job isn't done yet.
Let's make it a D8 for hit points.
Ooh. You can roll your own hit points.
Yeah.
2. 1, 2.
Woohoo.
2.
Well, you can do a laying on of hands, can't you?
Oh, yeah. So, but now...
Now.
My auto fail range is now at 12. So I think at some point we're going to need to rest in camp if that's a possibility and try to reset some things.
Meliun's taking his potion.
Oh, good.
So
okay.
That's going to be 3 hit dice. Oh, I guess that's 9. So I guess I have something. And then, yeah, it's like, huh? Shit, what was that?
So Ogridge has a greater healing for 5 dice, and he's not in bad shape. Mother Varen's at 24. You're still down at
11.
Not 11. So yeah, do you want Varen Ogridge's greater healing for 5 hit dice?
No.
Really? I mean, you're like basically one hit by anything we're going to find here from death.
Well, I understand that.
And we're all amigos here.
Sir Jaro is going to hand a potion to Meliun, which is an extra healing potion for 3 hit dice. Okay, good. And that's 12. So that's something. So I'm at 26.
Okay.
About half. So I got something.
Right. Well, we had our first fatality. And thank goodness for the cleric. And
quickly reversed.
Yeah, and the cleric saved the thief, because you're not going to get anywhere without a thief. You're still in this library.
Does the librarian seem to be reacting in any way to the massive bloody melee?
Are they alive?
You see the librarian peer out from behind one of the columns, and he looks up to where the nightmare golem fell from the ceiling, and then looks at the lifeless corpse of it and shakes his head, but you seem to detect like a faint smile on his lips. He seems quite pleased that this thing is out of the way. And then he gathers up some books and returns to shelving.
Huh. All right. I don't know, in this adventure, like, can we set up camp and like do some healing and sacrificing of goods to restore our god's faith in us?
Well, I'll tell you what, you don't get any sense of malice from this librarian. I mean, he looks a mess, but he hasn't been antagonistic towards you in any way. The corridor behind you, nothing pursued you from the other room after you closed the door there. And the corridor with the various statues, there didn't seem to be anything antagonistic there or in the circular room. So I think you could probably conceivably rest in any of those places. Probably anywhere except the room with the 4 stitched former presidents.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think resting will only gain us 7 hit points.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of goods to sacrifice. I need to bring down my fail range now because my spellcasting is screwed.
Ugh.
Can you do like rituals or anything like that, or sacrifices? I thought you could do like a monetary burn.
I can burn for every 50 gold pieces of sacrificed goods, but we don't have a lot of goods on our charts here.
I don't have any treasure, so we're adventurers without any treasure.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, no
Great.
gold. I mean, we weren't coming down to shop, I guess. That
Wait a minute,
makes
I got
sense.
boots of leaping. Leaping equal to movement. What the? What the wizard has 40 feet of movement.
Oh,
And a glow rod. Holy hell!
God, I could sacrifice some armor class. Like I could sacrifice my +2 brooch. How much would that be worth? Because I just need 50 gold per point here.
I'm trying to see if there's anything of value that I have. Magnifying glass, no. +1 intelligence on search checks.
Oh, that'd be good to know.
Yeah. So we just need anything of value. Do you want arrows? Do you want arrows? I mean, we'll just start. I mean, I'll give you bolts and arrows if you want them.
No, I'll figure out something to do with that. So, all right, now that evil monster is like, do we want to like do a good search through here to see if there's a book of use to us in this place?
Sure. If you want to search, basically any character that is searching, just make an intelligence check for.
Okay. And we're going to try to find anything in languages we can read that has something to do with the place we are and the Lich.
I know 9 languages, so, or at least Jinx does.
It's Mother Varen gets a 12. Dwarf gets a 2. So that's not going to help a lot.
So Meliune got a 12, but Jinx got a 23.
Jinx. What about Jarrow?
Hold on. Jarrow, intelligence, it's only a +1. Rolled an 11, that's a 12.
Okay. Well, that's everybody who's rolled. And it doesn't matter because Jinx has managed to discover quite a lot here. So you got a 23. While searching through one of the volumes, Jinx finds a sheet of parchment folded inside it. And taking it out, he finds this thing called the Rime of the Shards.
Rime of the Shards?
Jinx also finds 4 scrolls. You find a scroll of Speak with the Dead.
Speak with Dead.
A scroll of Mirror Image.
Rime of Shards.
A scroll of Mind Purge. And a scroll of Shrink. So you find this Rime of the Shards and these 4 scrolls. The Rime of the Shards says, "The shards of true death are key, scattered about on levels 3, encased in a prison without a door, but only the first. There are 5 more. I hold the next shard of true death, but beware of my fiery breath. This shard is as safe as can be, hidden behind the reverse of a party. Stuck fast is the shard, removing it is tortuously hard. Beyond the constant crimson drips, cloaked in darkness, this shard sits. Let all hope fade, guarded by gold, solve this riddle of swords, the last shard behold."
Yeah, I think we're screwed. There's no way we're going to get all that.
Oh, jeez.
You also encounter 2 other books. One, its binding and covers look like they're made of scab-covered human skin.
Yeah.
And the other one, the spine of it has the title Crypt Malice. And then the other one is completely black and featureless. It barely even registers as a book. It's impossible to even distinguish the outline of the hinges. So vague is its appearance.
Focusing on the last book, I mean, so does it look like there is the cover, there are pages, or is it just like a book-shaped dark black something that just kind of vaguely looks like a book, but when I look at it the right way, it looks kind of like something else?
Yeah, Jinx, as Jinx stares at the book, they feel as if they're staring into an infinite vacuum, much like staring into the sky on a clear night.
Shit.
Yeah. Lynx needs to make a Jinx.
Do it.
A will save? Give me a will save.
Okay.
Ooh, could this be a prison without a door?
14, 1-4.
Oh my god. Jinx suffers permanent 1 point of intelligence loss.
Okay.
Then I need Jinx to make another will save. Because he's just lost, or they're just lost in this book. So
that's going to be an 18.
Oh, fine. You're lucky there. That would have cost you 2 points of personality.
It's a really good book.
Yeah.
I guess that being said, Jinx is going to throw that book. Oh, just throw it down and away.
When you do that, the librarian looks at you very disapprovingly and shuffles slowly over, picks up the book, and reshelves it.
Okay.
So, dim illumination from torch sconces set on 4 stone pillars in the middle of the room. Wooden-lined shelved-like niches are built into all of the stone walls, running from floor to ceiling. They're all packed with books, blah, 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 blah. A solid stone table, flanked by several chairs, rests in the middle of the room, amidst the 4 wide stone pillars that support the cobweb-adorned ceiling.
Is there anything up there in the cobweb zone? Like, was this thing concealing anything up there?
No, it just looks like it was... You can see another 20 feet of space, but above that you can just make out a stone ceiling.
Okay.
And it looks pretty clear back there. It's about 50 feet high up there.
Huh.
I guess at this point, Meliun's just going to go over to the librarian and like, what the hell was that? What is this? What are you doing? How could you just stand there while this thing eviscerates me? Me, look at me. I am me. What are you doing? He's going to start trying to just berate him.
He just stares at you blankly.
Does this guy seem cursed? Would it be fair to say he's cursed?
Give me an intelligence roll.
Oh, great.
Now that you're down one. Oh, it's Melrose.
No, wrong character. Wrong character.
Yeah, wrong character, yeah.
So that's going to be 14, 1-4.
Meliun gets the sense that this guy's dead. That he's somehow undead in some way.
Huh. He doesn't, since he's not hostile, I don't know if it's worth, like, trying to turn undead on this guy. I mean, he's not doing anything to us. Hey, wait, did we just get to talk to Dead Scroll?
Aha! Yes, you did.
You want to fire it up, Jinxie?
If that's what we want to do.
Yeah. And I'll say after we try talking to this dead guy, if it's okay for a stopping point, I'll wrap up.
All right.
But I want to see if we can talk to semi-dead guy.
Yeah, let's do it. I would assume I would be able to cast it. I'm a level 7 wizard. It would be plus 13 to cast it with a d20. Because I guess we would have to roll... there'd still have to be a spell check.
Yes.
I'm assuming. But it's just like, as opposed to having it prepared, you just now have this spell one time.
Make the appropriate spell check to determine the results. Yeah, so we would be going on the Speak with Dead chart, if that is actually a spell in this game.
I will just roll. Okay, so that's an 11 plus 13 is a 24.
That is successful. It has an effect on the librarian, and then the librarian places the books that he's carrying down on the table, and then he begins to gesture with his hands and appears to be casting a spell upon himself. He casts Comprehend Languages.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, Jinx was just going to start saying hi in all of the 9 languages that he knows. Just Common, Aquatic, Oriole, Celestial, Dragon, Elvish, Goblin, Infernal, Pyori.
Yeah, you notice immediately that the librarian is speaking in Dragon. And he thanks you for ridding him of the accursed nightmare golem, which has made his endless time in this library an absolute undead hell. In return for your service, he is at your service to help you utilize the library in any way he can.
Does he know anything about shards? Sword shards?
Or true death? Or true death?
Oh, there is a poem here somewhere. The Rhyme of the
did find that.
Oh. Well, beyond that, no. I did read this Rhyme of the Shards. It's a curious thing, is it not?
Based on your knowledge of this area, do you know what any of those lines mean? A prison without a door, for example?
No, that's quite confusing. I have heard rumors of a dragon in the lower depths of this crypt.
Would you happen to have a map or an idea of how many levels are in this crypt or this lunch lady doomed death dealing disparate place of hell?
Chilichia?
Yes, a doomed name. Don't wish to
Where
speak.
only she a lunch lady. She is a foul devil lich. I do not leave this room. I am cursed to stay in this library for all eternity. Although I should be thankful that she resurrected me. Now I can spend eternity with my books.
Are all of these your books?
No, most are Chilichia's.
And she has no map of her own?
She has left me with no map. I believe there are 3 levels.
Do you know how to get down to another level anyway?
I am afraid not. Perhaps there is something in the library that can help.
Oh, can you help us find it?
No, alas, no.
Fucking useless librarian.
What is that black book?
The Black Book is the vacuous grimoire. You don't want to read that. A most curious tome. A very powerful, magical book.
Does Chalicia read it?
Chalicia has read everything in this library over and over again, but I have not seen her in so long. There is a thing. There is a curious thing. And he goes over to the table and he reaches under the table and takes out a grey wooden tube. And he opens it, and inside it is another cylinder-like tube engraved with sets of letters on metal rings. This is the most curious thing, he said, and he hands it to you. Perhaps this would be of benefit to you. I do not know what this thing does.
I guess Jinx is going to look at it and see if he can understand the letters or try and find an alphabet that might be congruent with this.
I'd say you should all just take a week and look it over.
Yeah, I pull out my Enigma machine.
And the librarian says, meanwhile, I assure you, now that that beast is slain, my library is quite safe. You look exhausted and wounded. You are free to rest here a while and tend to...
Wait, we can turn the ring so it spells true death. TRUEDEATH.
Yeah.
So who does that?
Jinx is going to.
You're going to do that now? Okay.
Or do you want us to wait?
No. So Lynx turns the various dials and it spells out true death. And the tube opens with a click.
Shard. Revealing
a potent rune which explodes in a 30-foot radius.
No.
Oh, God almighty.
No, it's true death. It's supposed to give us something that's useful.
Who's got less than 50 hit points?
Two of my characters. Meliune and Jinx. Yeah, Sir Jaro is beefy.
Varen.
Oh, and Mother Varen? Okay. Meliune, Mother Varen, and Jinx are immediately immolated.
Jesus Christ.
For 50 points of burning damage.
Dead.
Sir Jaro and the undead librarian, engulfed by fire, flee screaming from the library.
Dead.
The flames dance from shelf to shelf, causing the books to spontaneously combust into a whirlwind of flame.
Wow. Sorry. I thought it was like going to reward figuring out a clever thing.